What's going on, my YouTube family? Welcome back, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody enjoyed the last video. Here we are in Big Bob today, heading out back in the woods, doing what we're basically doing, what you guys seen in the last video, harvesting more of that dead ash and turning it into cash. This stuff's been working to my advantage, being ash that it's really dry right off the stem and it's dead. Been a big huge savings here because my log supplier just hasn't been able to keep up. It's been a tough time of year. They're dealing with the same boat with, you know, everything being so deep with snow and then the warm up making things slushy and sloshy. We are all struggling in the same weather pattern together in the firewood logging industry. So with that being said, I go out and I procure my own material, and luckily I'm able to in my own woods, which is local enough. And if I didn't have my own woods, I would be going to my uncle's woods, which is also local. And if I didn't have them too, I would also be going to, you know, any sort of little, you know, private lot you see with a lot of dead standing ash where people are struggling maybe to get rid of. And there are also a lot of these tree companies that are charging a fortune to clear them. And if you're set up with the right insurance and equipment, you know, you can maybe go in there and kind of take advantage of helping these people out and make a few bucks at it too. Alright, getting kind of moving our way down here. Old Papa Grizz just jumped in the white Ford to help me load up some material. Today's, you know, video, I wanted to shout out again, like I've done previously, to C&K Firewood Sister Sales. CeCe and Kendyl. I hope both of you girls are doing okay, and I hope you're not getting discouraged with your firewood adventure. I think I heard a little birdie saying something possibly about having a tough time getting material, and if you've been, you know, watching my videos, I'm kind of doing the same thing. So it's very common this time of year, and I don't want both of you to be discouraged because that's a normal struggle in the firewood industry. A lot of different setups have different opportunities, but we've all started from the bottom and worked our way up. So with that being said, you got to try to, you know, maybe seek out in, you know, in small scale steps first to procure your own material. And that's kind of tough, of course, when you're starting out. But maybe try to find any sort of tree company that is possibly local to your area that'd be willing to dump off some material that are not looking for much, and or maybe just, you know, kind of looking as a dump site, you know, and it's going, you're gonna kind of have to give and take with the quality of the material. That's, you know, certainly how I started. But if it's free, it doesn't matter, because then you don't have to go out and try to seek your own material, being that maybe you don't have the right equipment and, you know, the setup to be able to go out and get this stuff yourself. I want to mention it's extremely hard to handle firewood, not just in log form, but when it's in split form, or before split form in round form, like in chunks. A lot of customers sometimes that'll order firewood, and I have to deliver to these places that are like, I swear sometimes they think firewood comes in an Amazon Prime box, and it's just easy to deliver it on your doorstep. You know, guys, this takes heavy equipment to be able to move quantities of this stuff, and, you know, anybody who does this in mass production knows what I mean, and especially people who deliver it. It's really frustrating sometimes. But again, you have to, you know, this is another point of this video as well, is you have to have a good attitude. And CeCe and Kendyl, that's another thing. I want to apologize if some of my past videos were looking a little discouraging. Maybe, you know, I've changed a little bit in ways, but, you know, it can be a struggle sometimes when we're all going through maybe trying to find our own material, and or, you know, you're trying to financially get through, you know, different routes of your business. It's a big deal. So I need to apologize, though, to not only both you girls, but any of my other subscribers that have maybe noticed a little change in me, maybe being a little less festivity and maybe a little less chipper in my videos, where I need to step back and remind myself that all of you have gotten me where I am on this YouTube channel so far. It's because all of you, where we're at on this channel, and I need to remind myself that. Thank each and every one of you again. So let's put some wood guy spirit back into it. Let's get at it, start harvesting more of this material that I think you guys are going to be impressed. It's lots of dead ash. are so far are, I gotta say, my 8th run down in this woods. Beautiful saw logs, I think, in a few of these. Nice firewood poles, and I'm just continuing along this opening that I've now have and taking advantage of this. There's a lot of dead standing ash in here, and it's time to harvest it. Also wanted to mention, I've seen a couple maybe comments, some people kind of questioning about me wedging smaller trees, and you know, maybe in the video they look smaller. And I mean, they are smaller. Smaller is a rough scale for, you know, in the lumber industry. I mean, these are certainly bigger logs, my friends. You guys can see my hand here, you know, and also I don't, you know, rather than, which you guys may think I'm struggling pounding wedges, I don't want to have to work more and struggle getting trees that are hung up in one another. The whole point of wedging and board cutting like I'm doing is to have control and steer of that tree. It's a little more involved than just, you know, notching and just letting the tree drop. I can't do that with every single tree. Now, there are some of them that I get away with that, but a lot of these trees I'm steering in a point of direction and aim, and that's the whole point, you guys see me. Even, you know, a small diameter tree, if I can stuff my saw through it and board cut it, I want to give the insurance, you know, of a wedge to be able to steer that tree exactly where I want. Not only does it give me, you know, an insurance of steering it in the direction, but it also gives me insurance for prevention from barber chairing, because I bored out that middle rather than having, you know, a clean straight hinge. There's a lot of benefiting factors. But CeCe and Kendyl, I don't want you girls to give up. It's your firewood adventure. I hope you keep continuing to watch the videos, and that's with all you, my friends. All you guys out there that are doing this stuff. I appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I hope everybody's doing okay with their firewood adventures. And I hope my videos help in any sort of way. If they do, and or if they don't, and you just get a laugh out of them, even better. Good this morning. Things are going to stay stiff, and then it's turning to 50 degrees later, so it's not going to stay that way for long. Papa Grizz. Big Bob is a game changer with the tracks, my friends. Being able to get in and out of this ditch. And it's really getting soft up here. It's almost 50 already. I'm losing my ground, but because of the tracks, I'm able to work up here still, which is really good. Got quite a bit of a breeze picking up. I'm not really too happy about that. I want to drop one more tree. Really nice stem here. Man, does she go up. Gonna notch on this side, wedge on this side, trees going up in the opening. This little thorn apple, I'm not worried about it. And this is why I've been working a hole, so that I can lay these trees into my opening, and it makes everything easy to work with. If I were to just notch and cut this thing and let it slap down, it's probably gonna lay across in there. There's a lot of the tree that wants to lay over there, so hence why we're wedging. Really nice stem of ash. My 25-inch bar just fit through that. Give you guys a scale. Gonna get a couple saw logs out of that, and the rest is firewood. All fresh stuff, my friends. All the other stuff prior in the last video is gone. Last couple little saw logs from it. Got some more saw logs in here. Hi, puppy. We just got back. Okay, hello. Hi, honey. Hi, sweetie. What do you think? Really nice stuff in here, guys. That's a beauty. There's a lot of saw logs in here. Good firewood too. So as you guys can see, my hair is still long, blowing in the wind, and I don't care any of the negative opinions about it, because anybody who's negatively opinionated about long hair is probably bald. We're gonna make use of it, like I always say. And it's hard out there grinding in the woods, doing it all yourself, when you're the cameraman, you're the producer, you're the firewood supplier, you're the man who cuts it down, you're the man who processes it, runs the equipment, delivers it, salesman, business accountant. The list goes on of all the stuff that is hard to lose track of, but is also hard to do in this nature of the firewood world. Got the Argo pretty buried. Proof that these things get stuck even with tracks. Just like anything else, they're not invincible. Thank God for the winch. It's a pretty nasty hole here, guys. I'm glad I was out earlier and did what we did, because I don't know if you guys can really tell on camera, but we've lost quite a bit of snow. It's 62 degrees out. Look at that, there's my the old ground and the old mess that is still under all that snow waiting for me in the spring. Oh yeah, wonderful. So we'll have quite a mess in the springtime to clean up, and more fun to look forward to in the spring. Just more work to add to the work. I gotta show you guys what I was trying to do out here. Look at it out there, my friends. This is bad news. That's where I was just stuck with Argy.